With only a few weeks until spring, this last bit of winter can be really hard. The momentum from the beginning of the year has slowed, and spring is so close, but still out of reach. And the blues, seasonal sadness, or just a good old-fashioned rut can really creep in. But together we are gonna beat those feelings and keep our groove going. It may be tough, but so are we. Hey guys, it's Jess. What's up? Welcome back. I hope you're all having a fabulous day so far. Happy first video of the new year. I know I've been gone a while and I've had some very sweet comments from some of you guys and messages that I appreciate so much. I've missed you guys too. And we are kicking my first video of the new year off with a topic that I find extremely relevant to this time of year. It's something I've struggled with in the past. It's something I know a lot of people also deal with, and that is how to actually beat the winter blues. Seasonal sadness, seasonal depression, feeling extremely not great in the middle of winter. I not only want to share tips on how to avoid or overcome the winter blues, but also offer a mindset shift that for me was very impactful when I first heard about the concept. If you enjoy this video and you want to see more from me, including fashion, cozy life, and New York City vlogs, I would absolutely love it if you subscribed and joined the family. And on that note, let's dive on in. First, let's talk about the mindset shift, because this really does make the biggest difference in terms of thinking about winter and kind of how to take it on. The idea is letting winter be winter. It's almost so simple that it doesn't seem like something. So in essence, appreciate the season for what it is and don't try to make it something that it's not. So don't try to make winter summer or spring or fall. Now, you might be listening to this and thinking, Jessica, what does this mean? Why does it matter? So in the last 2 to 3 years, both my husband and I have really started living with the seasons, mimicking what's going on in nature. Everything in nature right now for winter is moving at a more slow and intentional pace. So likewise, we mimic the same in our lives. We approach things with a slower, more intentional approach for this time of year. In the past, I would always find myself so frustrated with winter or colder weather because I couldn't do the same things that I was doing in the summer and in the spring and in the fall, where I could go swimming or go to the beach, go to outdoor activities. And I'd be like, oh, winter's just the worst because I can't do any of these things. I would solely think of winter as the time period of when I couldn't do stuff, instead of thinking about it in terms of all the things that I could now do, and allowing myself to just enjoy winter for what it is, for that slowness, for that rest period, for that more almost hibernation state, enjoying that. And since I've allowed myself to accept there's really something to enjoy and appreciate about each season, that feeling of frustration about all the things that winter was not really just faded. In addition to becoming okay with the rest and relaxation and slower pace of winter, I also love eating seasonally. It's just so nice because everything is at its peak freshness and deliciousness, and it makes it so things feel so much more special. The first thing you need is a bucket list. It gives you something to look forward to. A fun alternative to just making a list is to make a bingo card. I actually did one for my 2025 goals and things I want to do and accomplish. I really want to hit a bingo, or if I can, get the entire card. And I feel that the gamified approach just makes it more exciting and fun to go through and check things off. If you already have 2 here and 2 here, you're gonna wanna get the one in the middle so you can get the whole line crossed through. It's just a fun approach of making something that would normally be a list be more of an experience, and one that you're really encouraged to participate in and keep participating in. Similarly, to do the same thing with your winter bucket list. Make a list of a bunch of things that you want to do this winter, whether they're big, small, at home, out and about, with friends, solo, with a partner. Pop them onto a little bingo board. Make your own. You could download a template on Pinterest. I'll put some ideas on screen of different activities or things that you could put on your bucket list or bingo board. The next essential is to have routines. Now, I think this is applicable all throughout the year, but specifically in winter, and especially if you work from home or you do online class or you're a stay-at-home parent, where your day doesn't have as much structure. It's really more up to you. Having routines that you really stick to, even if they're really simple, are really, really going to help. A morning routine, a nighttime routine, an afternoon routine, a get into work routine. I thought it'd be cool to just really quickly run through my morning and nighttime routine. It can just be really nice to have that jumping off point sometimes. Yours can really be whatever works best for you. Morning routine, my alarm wakes me up every day. Our windows are inwardly facing to our building, so it's really dark. So I have a hatch to light wake me up. I've really been working on breaking my scrolling first thing in the morning habit. So instead, I have replaced that because I find with a lot of habit breaking, you need to replace it. I've replaced it with reading. I intentionally pick something fun, engaging to where it does wake me up and I'm excited to read. So I like a cozy mystery. I like a romance novel that's lighthearted, but is engaging enough to pull me out of my sleepiness. After my little 10 to 15 minute read, I go and make myself my morning beverage. This could be a tea, a matcha, a chai, or a coffee. I like rotating through things, so I always have a fun drink to look forward to, and I'm not fatigued on any one drink. I really like a meal prepped breakfast because then I don't have to spend the time to make breakfast, and I don't have to spend the mental energy to think of what am I going to make today? With my morning beverage and my breakfast, I go and journal at least a page. Sometimes I'll do 3 pages. It kind of depends how much I feel like I have to say. I always journal when it's silent because I really want my brain to just get out whatever it needs to get out. After I journal though, I put on my music. I have a playlist that I've been loving recently. It has all my favorite songs that I like to listen to in the morning. This gets me going, it gets me excited and started for the day. And as I'm listening to music, one of 2 things can happen. If I'm going to a workout class and I go to my workout class. If I'm not doing a workout that day, do a little stretch routine and then I get ready for my day. My night routine is very, very simple. I get unready from the day, do another stretch routine, climb into bed, and then I plan my tomorrow, do my end of the day brain dump and write down all that I have to do the next day. For that, I just put on some nice music. I like to either play Switch or read for like 30 minutes. Even if I'm so tired, I always try to make it a priority to read at least 1 page a day to keep up the habit of reading before bed because I really want to maintain that habit. And even if it's just 1 page, it really compounds into so much. After that, I hit my hatch and I go to sleep. The next winter essential is another one that is so important year round, but especially in winter when you're hitting those winter blues. From my personal experience, it is so important to keep your space as tidy as possible. Your environment has such a huge impact on your internal mood. So even though it is tough and it seems truly impossible when you're not feeling your best, I want to share what has helped me. If you can zoom out and pretend you are someone else and you have been like hired to come and clean or tidy up someone's space, it really makes such a huge difference. From my experience, I've found that sometimes we're not really willing to do something for ourselves. It's hard to overcome that hurdle, but the idea of doing something for someone else, oftentimes that'll get the wheels turning. Another thing could be to do an opening and closing shift. Back in the day when I was a barista, I used to do the opening shift and it was a 4:30 a.m. starting shift. And there was an entire process to opening. This needed to be tidied, this needed to be turned on, these needed to be set out, this needed to be put away. There was the process of an opening shift. And so try applying that to your life. This can be a great way to chip away at getting your space re-tidied and reorganized. If you can, I would recommend having your closing shift be a little bit longer, maybe 20 to 30 minutes. The evening stuff really makes such a big difference because you wake up to a cleaner space. And that is so energizing and motivating, and it makes you feel like you have one less thing on your shoulders as you're approaching the day. When it comes to beating the winter blues or overcoming these tough times in life, it really is these small things that seem so silly or so, oh, this couldn't possibly change anything, really do make the difference. Something that has been big for me is the concept of don't put it down, put it back. All my life, I have been a huge culprit of using something and then just putting it down. And this makes a lot of mess. And then when faced with the idea of tidying up, it's the idea of putting away dozens and dozens of little things. But if you put it away every single time, then things stay tidy and your life is easier. And my last tip for maintaining a tidy space, everything has a home. And if it doesn't belong in my home. So basically for all the things in my home, especially all like the weird things that are usually just loose or I don't know where to put them, I've intentionally created nooks and spaces where they always live. So 1, I can always have a place to put them back to, and 2, I always know where to find them. And my final winter essential and thing to know, I started following this mindset the last couple months. I just try to do things for future Jess. It is so easy to follow the mood, versus the plan. But really using self-discipline as an act of love. Yes, it is important to self-care and rest and take care of yourself, but also with that comes balancing it out with being self-disciplined as an act of love. I'm doing these things now so future Jess can have an easier time. Framing things in your mind like this, thinking about the future version of you, it's another one of those silly things that again makes a huge difference. And that is a wrap on today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and taking the time to stop by. I really hope that this video helps you guys and that you're able to take away something from this video that does help you beat the winter blues. Between the mindset shift or incorporating some of the little things that I mentioned here and there, that it does make an impact and help. And if any of you guys live in a colder climate or have dealt with the winter blues or seasonal sadness in the past, if you have any tips or things that I have not mentioned, please leave them in the comment section. You truly never know who your comment might help. Quick chat before we wrap up this video. I wanted to share kind of a broad overview of what's next on the docket for videos. My very next video is all about layering and how to look stylish and look good even when it's freezing out. You better believe that New York City has been freezing this week. I also have some fun New York City vlogs planned. After this week, I'm going back to doing a vlog a week along with a regular style video a week. So yay, that's what's on the horizon. I hope that you guys check out those videos as they come out. If you wanna see more from me or see what's up on the day-to-day, you can find me on both TikTok and on Instagram at Jessica Neistadt. I would love to see you over there. And I think that's gonna be it for me today. So thank you guys again for watching. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day and an amazing week. Sending you guys all the best vibes, all the best wishes for an amazing year ahead. And I just wanted to say I love and appreciate you all so very much, and thank you for being here. I really, really am so grateful to have you as part of my community, and I'm excited of what is to come this year. And on that note, I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys.